Alright everybody, welcome back. This is Ancient Meddler, and I'm here again to do another playthrough of Manor Lords. And so this is part 3. I've already done 2 videos, live streams, where I started a game, got up to the point where I had 5 houses for my villagers, and fought my first battle against some brigands. Then the second video, I started expanding my village, adding villagers and additional houses to get up to around 11, I think it was 11 families, and started working on setting up trade routes, and had, I think I left it with my trading post was under construction, and a couple other things were under construction at the same time. So that's kind of where it's left off. So we will continue. We're going to continue from there. So let's load up that game. And I was waiting on not Christmas. I was waiting on winters to get here so that I could build my militia up and go after some more brigands. It's currently October, so we don't have that long to wait. Just checking my food. I am out of berries, so I have nobody working there. I'm going to assign somebody else here to work on gathering meat and stuff from my hunting camp. I have 2 unassigned families, which, remember, you need unassigned families to do all the construction and manual labor that you have. So village is starting to take shape. I've got some new burgage plot level 1s down here with farms attached to them for vegetables. This is going to be the trading post. I've got my granary being updated to a large granary. Got houses here, so we currently have housing for 14 people and we have 10 families. My approval rating is at 77% and rising. And we have a few level 2 burgage plots. So we have 2. Close that up. Just want to mouse over the name of your village and it tells you what you need. It says, okay, to get to the next level of village, which is the large village, you need 10 level 1 burgage plots or higher. So it means you have to have 10 burgage plots. And then 5 need to be level 2, and I currently have 2. So I need to get 3 more up to level 2. So while we're doing stuff, we can go ahead and look for what it says we need. It says we need 4 timber, and we're currently out of timber. So I have a logging camp here with 2 people working. Saw pit. Why is nobody working in the saw pit? Because it's paused, that's why. Yep, it's paused. I paused it because I was using up all my timber. So I have 2 people working in this logging camp. I built another logging camp over here, but it's currently under construction. I increase the speed of that one. I have 4 oxen altogether now. If you look at my hitching posts, over there. It's not a hitching post anymore, it's a small stable because I upgraded it. And so the stable space is 2 of 2, so I don't have anybody assigned to manage the oxen there. And I don't have anybody assigned at either one, so let's do that. Let's assign some people here. Let's go ahead and put somebody here. It gives me a dedicated resource driving the oxen. I want to do one on each of these, so as I get more families, I'll add somebody here. I have 2 timber now. And my logging camp is producing. This logging camp is getting done. As soon as this gets done, I'm going to take one of the guys from the other logging camp. My woodcutters, I have one person chopping firewood. That's coming along. I set the priority for the logging camp to be a little higher. My church over here. It's coming along. Pantry is full. Burgers plot level 1. Family members joined one of the settlers. Burgers plot level 1. So now I have a new family. I have 11. And this just finished. So I'm going to go ahead and add somebody to this one, and I'm going to tell it that I want it to focus on the woods there. And I'm going to take somebody from this one. And I'm going to put them in here. So now I have somebody on this oxen and somebody here. So I have 2 people dedicated to driving the oxes around. And then I think I have a dedicated lot. Yeah, I have one of them dedicated to the... Oh, crazy. Hang on, I'm going to close my window. And I have my saw pit, but I don't think I had a dedicated ox to that yet. Let's see. What I wanted to do was, say I have 71 planks here. I want to start selling planks. I want to start mass producing planks and selling them. That's the goal that we wanted to do for my trading post. So my trading post is still under construction. So we got to get the number of, well, we have 10 timber now, so that's good. The other commodities that I want to start gathering are iron up here and stone over here. Clay. So to get those going, you need to build a mine. So you go to your construction, go to the mining tab, and pick mining pit. And you have to put it on top of the deposit. And then you need a road. So you got to connect it to a road. And that road. That road doesn't connect. Road dead ends there. Why would that road dead end? Let's just bring it down there. Go across this field. Something like that. And then I can bring that down. So I have have the iron connected. And over here, let's go ahead and... So it'll take time to build them. That's okay. We'll just build it in the background. These are all the stones. So I have a rich deposit of stone, so it'll take a while to pick all that up. But eventually it will. So this one you need to go to mining and you pick stone cutter camp. And when you try to put it down, you'll see little red dots where all the stone is. So you don't want to put it on top of the stone. So you want to put it where there's no stone, but close to the stone, like right there. And then we're going to grab the road and we will connect it up to the closest road, which is over here. Something like that. And I need to get it to my town, which is way over here. So maybe something a little less, a little more direct. Something like that. And that road. I don't know which path the villagers are going to take to get there. It's really far away. And then clay's even further, it's over here. So for clay, you need to do the same thing, but you need to do the mining thing. Remember, these symbols at the bottom here indicate what you can produce, and so it has the iron ore and the clay. So, like that, we're going to drop it here. And then build a road. Alright, so those are queued up to build. And I'm not so concerned about them right now because I want to get my... I've got 12 people now, so I have an extra person. So I'm going to go ahead and look at my timber. I'm up to 11 timber. I need to get more people building timber, so let's go ahead and add another person over here. So I have 2 people here. We have, I think, 1 or 2 people down here. 1. I'm going to set the area for this one over to here. And then I'm going to turn my saw pit back on. And then once I get another... Ooh, I have no people left, so yeah, I got to disable that until I get another person. Another family, sorry, not a person. Alright, that was tart cherry juice again. So, somebody asked me why I drink tart cherry juice. I have a medical condition called gout, which causes a form of arthritis to develop in my joints, in my extremities, mostly in my feet, and it's caused from not being able to process uric acid correctly, and certain foods and beverages like beer, which I love, triggers it. So there's a chemical called a purine, and foods and beverages that are high in purines can trigger gout attacks. And so tart cherry juice seems to be a natural remedy that really gets rid of the gout and helps, if you have a gout attack, it helps clean it up really quickly. And if you, it also helps prevent you from having a gout attack. It seems. I don't want to make a medical claim, but that's what it does for me. And that's why I have it. That's why I drink it. Seems to work. Alright, so we're at a slow pace here, so let's speed this up a little bit. We now have 12 families and I have a limit of 14, so let's see if I can increase that. Easiest way to increase it is to add a second family to your burgage plots that have enough room for 2. And so there's one. I'll go ahead and expand that one. That one I can't. And that one I can't. So that will give me 1 more family. And then I think these burgage plots are already done. I've already expanded them as much as I can. But now I can, I have the resources that I need to start upgrading. So let's upgrade a couple more of these plots. That one's already level 2, so these 2, that'll give me 4. I need 1 more to upgrade my town. It's a level 2. So I should be level 1. Okay, there we go. That'll give me 5 level 2. But I need... That's weird. It says I need burger plots level 1 or higher. I need 10. It says I only have 4. Well, I think it means I have 4 level 1s left. But I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 plots total. Is that what it says? It says I have 6. Oh, because those are under construction. Okay. So I need a couple more. So let's, I think if I cut a road through here, I can start putting some houses there. So let's do that. Let's cut a road right at the end of this lot. We're going to drag this road up to connect to the road here. Oh, is my church not connected to the road? Oh, it is. It's connected to that road. Let's do that. Okay, so now I have my road coming down. Still have these trees here I'd like to get rid of. Let's put another road here. See how the roads will go around things? It's kind of cool. Can I get a road in there? No, it's too tight. But I can do that. Okay. Let's go ahead and start building some more burgage plots in here. I do want to clean this out, so let's try and clean this up a little bit. Let's go to this tool, which gets rid of bushes and stuff that are sitting around. Okay, so I need to clear this out. So I think the best way, do I have anybody doing woodcutting? Yeah, I do. So let's set the woodcutters area on top of that. Get him over there. And in time, those will go away. Alright, so I have 13 families now. So I can go ahead and build that other saw pit up here. And then the storage is still here, right? Where's my storage house? My storehouse. Down here. Okay. That's not too far. Okay. My market is here. I have houses here. I have houses here. So I'll put some houses over here. You want to try to keep things close to your market. Let's do some burgage plots here. I'm going to put them against this road. Like that. Okay, and then so those 2 of them have double houses. These 3 don't, so let's get rid of 1 lot. Double house, double house, double house. And 1 that's not. That's good enough. So So he's still over here cutting down these trees, which is okay. I want to get this saw pit done pretty quickly. So we'll bump it up to the highest priority. Alright, the other thing we talked about was building my manor house. And so that's kind of the key piece in the game, is to build your manor house, because when you get the manor house built, then you can start getting taxation and tithing from the church, which increases your influence and your treasury. And to do that, you need to upgrade your church. So we're missing stone, and we're missing clay roof tiles. So once we start getting clay into our storage from our clay mine, then we can build a furnace to make clay tiles. So let's see what's going on with our storage. 543 out of 2,500, so we're still good on that. Another thing you can consider doing is, like, when you have your clay deposit way over here, you could build a storage unit here and then set the storage unit to only do clay. And then if you assign somebody to it, then you have somebody who can carry the clay back and forth to where it needs to go, and they don't have to go very far from there. As it is right now, every time they want to drop off some clay, they've got to go all the way from here to drop it off, and that can take some. It's just not very efficient. So I think I'm going to do that. I think I'm going to drop a storehouse over here by the clay. And then once it gets built, you can go in and you can set it to only do clay. Probably do the same thing for the stone and the iron. There's my iron. Storage. Right there. And then those will take time to build too. Alright, I think our trading house is done. Oh, I've got a bunch of people now. I've got 14 people, so I need to get those houses built. Go ahead and get this, because I only have room for one more person, and I should be getting 2 people, so I need to get some of these houses built faster. Alright, let's look at our trading. So our trading post, right now I don't have any families assigned working in here. And it has generic storage of 500 and a pantry of 500. So this is food and this is non-food. That's the other thing about gout, is that you have to stay hydrated really well. Otherwise, you'll develop gout. So I'm constantly drinking stuff. I have multiple beverages going on. Okay, back to the trading post. Okay, so this is the trading post, and so I don't have anybody working in it yet, but I will in a minute. Oops. Okay. Now, there's a bunch of tabs here. So you have the general tab, which is this one. Then you have people. This is the people who are assigned to work in it right now. There's nobody. Excuse me. This is advanced, so you can set up a couple of different livestock assignments here. And for the trader, it's a horse. It's not. Oxen. Now, I don't know for sure, but I think they don't live. If you assign a horse here, it doesn't live at the trading post. It lives at one of these stables. And so my stables are full. So if I want to add horses, I've got to get more stables or another hitching post and then upgrade it to stable. And I should probably put that close to the trading post if I want to do it. So I may go ahead and well, the stables are right there, but yeah, I don't have an extra one. So let's do that. We'll put a hitching post right there. And when it gets built, we'll add horses to our trading post. Alright, so the next tab on the trading post is advanced. Oh, that was the advanced. The next one is called trade. And this is the one that you set up all your trade routes and your trading relationships and what you want to do. So you have, these are tabs across the top. So you have construction. So these are commodities that fall under the construction category. So you have stone, planks, roof tiles, and blocks. So if you remember, for the church, to upgrade the church, I need roof tiles. I don't have any roof tiles. So I can make roof tiles, or I could just buy roof tiles by importing them. I have a lot of planks right now. I have 71 planks. I don't need 71 planks, and I'm going to be getting more. So I'm going to want to sell those, and to sell them I need to set up an export trade route for planks. We'll get to that in just a minute. This is crops, so it includes flax, barley, wheat, and rye. Those are the 4 things that you can grow on a farm. So we haven't got to farms yet, but we will be getting there. And then this is food. And so the food items that you can trade, you have honey, meat, berries, bread, eggs, vegetables, and apples. And you can see what our supplies are here. I don't really like selling my food because I want to keep my food from my villagers. You can see I have 23 months of food and 35 months of fuel stashed up. So I could maybe sell some of the fuel, but I'm not. I'm going to hold on to it. Then this is crafting materials. So this is stuff that you get that goes into making other stuff. And so you have things like grain. So grain makes flour, flour makes bread. Hides make leather. Flour makes bread. So grain makes flour, flour makes bread. Wooden parts, I don't really know what those are for yet. I haven't really run into it. But there's a way you can make them. You can turn one of your burgage plots into making any of these things. You can do it. You build a windmill to get the flour. Linen, that comes from flax. Iron ore comes from my iron mine, so this is going to start picking up as soon as I start assigning people to it, which I don't have anybody assigned over there yet. I got 4 idle families, so I'm going to start assigning some stuff. And I have capacity of 19, and I have 15, so we're good on that. Herbs, iron ore, you can see the list goes on and on. Malt, what does it say? Iron slab, wax, clay. I didn't know how to get some of the stuff, so. And then major trades are leather and charcoal. And this is called commodities. This is other stuff that you can produce, like ale, shoes, cloaks, stuff like that. And then the last one is military. And so this is how you can get weapons and armor when you don't have it initially. You can build it yourself later, but if you don't, you can buy it here. So you can buy stuff on the trading. So Sorry, you guys get to watch me eat lunch. Okay, back to where we were. Trade routes. I slowed the game down because I don't want to waste time. And I can even pause the game and do this so that no time passes. All right, so I want to set up these trade routes. So I want to sell planks. So let's go ahead and do that. Well, I can't sell the planks until I have a trade route. Now I have to establish a trade route to be able to do that. And it's, you don't really know who you're trading with. You're just trading with the outside world. And it's all just made up, right? So it's like AI players or something, AI traders that come in. But they won't do that. Well, there's like wandering foreign traders that come through and will do small transactions and stuff. But the big transactions and the regular stuff, you need to set up these trade routes. And you just have to pay money, basically. So to establish a trade route to sell planks costs 7 of my regional wealth. And so go ahead and click that and then say, yep, I want to establish a trade route. So it says, okay, you have unlocked the trade route for planks. So now I can either buy or sell planks. Well, I want to sell them. So you come over here and you say export. And then you have numbers here that represent how many planks you have currently and how many you want to have after you've sold all the ones you want to sell. So it's basically a limit. So I want to set this to be, let's put it at 20. So that means I'll always have 20 planks available, and I won't ever sell more than that. But whatever I produce above 20 will be sold. And it's gradual. It's not all at one time. And it's going to sell them for 2 regional wealth per plank. And then the global market supply is average. And if you start dumping stuff on the market, the price actually goes down. But the other thing I set up was better deals. That was one of the development points that I used, was to get better deals, and that gives me better prices on importing. So if I wanted to, that's not a good one. If I wanted to import stuff, you would see. Excuse me. I'll just keep it like that. Okay, that's all I'm going to do for right now. I just want to set that up. Now let's go check on our production mechanisms, our production queue for planks. So I have people, so let's go ahead and turn that on. Now I have somebody working here. I have 4 available housing families. So let's go inside somebody to this one. So now I have 2 people cutting wood. We have, oh, and it says I've upgraded my village so I can expand. So let's take care of that. I'm still paused, so nothing's changing. Now we can look at what we want to get from a production or from a development perspective. So I have 1 point to spend, and I think I want to get it for, I've never done orchardry before, so maybe I'll do that. And close it. I don't know. I was going to do apiary so I could get honey, but we'll try this. Okay. The next level says I need 10 houses level 1 or higher. I need 7 level 3 and I have 5. And then I need 7 level 2 or higher and I have 5. And I need 3 level 3 or higher and I have none. Now it starts to get difficult to get your houses to upgrade. So when you want to go to upgrade to 3, it's a little more challenging. You have more requirements that you have to meet. So if you remember, let's look at these houses. This is a burgage plot. These are all level 2. So if you click on it, you'll see what their needs are and their requirements. So they need water access, which they have. They need a tavern supply, which I don't have a tavern and I don't have ale. And they need a level 2 church. So I have to upgrade my church, which they don't have. And then they need, at the market, they need the access to a fuel stall, which they have. And they need access to 3 different kinds of food stalls, or food stalls with 3 different kinds of food. And then they need a clothing stall supply with 2 different kinds of clothing. So you can have leather, linen, and wool. So I need to have a second kind of clothing. So right now all I have is leather, so I need to start getting something to do linen from flax or wool from sheep. in order to fulfill these things so I can upgrade to level 3. All right, let's look at the burgage plots that we put in over here. So they have the ability to have extra families. This one, I think they all but this last one do. All right, and so I talked about this a little bit. The order of doing things is kind of important. So if I were to go in here and say, let's expand our living space, it's going to start doing construction, and then I can't choose this. But if I choose this first, I still can do that. So it's better to pick this before you do that. So let's try the orchard. These don't come in until September, so I don't want to do a lot of them, but we're going to do another one. And then we'll go ahead and expand the living space to add 2 more families there. This one, it's a big one, so I could do more vegetables. I only have 2 things of vegetables over there, so let's do vegetables. And then we'll expand that. And then the last one here, we'll also do vegetables. Yeah. Oh, I forgot I had these down here doing vegetables too, so I don't really want to do vegetables. Can I change it? No. I have to demolish it. Now I can change it. Let's do apples. Okay, so I'm set up. I have housing for 22, and I have 16 families. So I still have 3 unassigned families. So I'm going to see what I can do. So I was talking about this hitching post. I needed to get more livestock. So I want to get, want to order a horse, and I want to assign somebody to work there in my trading post. So that'll give me 5 livestock, 2 here, 2 here, 2 here, 2 here, wherever the hell it is. There it is. 2 here. 2 there. And 1 here. I'm going to go ahead and upgrade that as well. So I can get 1 more, and I'll probably get another ox. All right, let's go ahead and turn this back on. All right. Okay, it's winter, so I want to go ahead. A lot of this production slows down, so I want to go ahead and look at taking care of these bandits. There's a bandit camp here. And a bandit camp here. So let's go ahead and get rid of these boys that are closest to us. So I'm going to put my militia like right here. So again, let's see what I can get from a militia perspective. So I can go grab my militia. I now have 30, no, I have 17 out of 36. So we're going to deploy them there. And you'll see them start marching that way. Remember, when you do that, always turn run off. We don't want them running to our position. But I will speed up the clock to get them there faster. All right, I'm going to take a bite of my food, so I'm going to mute my mic. So you don't have to listen to me crunching. One of the things I really like about Manor Lords is the organic nature and the way that you lay things out and the way you build stuff. So just being able to have these roads that come through here is really cool. And the way you lay out your burgage plots is neat. It's nothing like it. I got a new message. Raiders near. Oh no, has it been 3 years already? We've received reports of a band of raiders roaming the nearby lands. Should we track their steps? Yeah, track their movements. So, okay. This is telling me how many months or days. I think it's days. How many days I have before the raiders attack. But before they attack, I need to have a strong military because they'll wipe you out otherwise. Man, this guy's taking over lots of land. Yeah, usually they come and they burn down everything, which is not fun. Okay, here's this. Let's go ahead and put them there. I don't see any bandits though. There might not be any bandits there. Let's just march up there. Or they could be in the woods and I don't see them. I don't know. I've had it happen before where there's no. I had it happen where I was trying to attack the, the brigands, the bandits, and the AI opponent attacked the bandits at the same time. He got all the money, and I didn't get anything. All right, so there was nobody to fight here. So let's go look at this other one. There's another one up here. So let's just go see if we can take that out. Maybe we'll get into a fight there. Whenever you get like a major notification, it puts you in slow motion. So sometimes it just drops it off. A yummy, yummy salad. So my wealth is up pretty well. It's like doing, it's at 660, is it 660? Yeah, 660, that's pretty high. Are there any bad guys milling around there? No, see, there's no bandits around this one either. There's a bandit camp, but there's no bandits. I don't know why. So let's go here. Are there any more bandit camps? I don't think there are. Because he's taken over this land. He's got 1, 2, 3, 4 now. Wow. Oh, there's a bandit camp right there. How did I miss that? Are there people at it? Nope, there's no bandits there. Just keeps popping up these bandit camps. With no people in them. And it's already March again, so winter's over. I need to get these boys home. The problem is if there's no bandits to fight, I don't get influence. If I don't get influence, I can't conquer these territories. And if I don't conquer the territories, he's going to conquer all the territories. Good. Got it. This time we'll go to the treasury. So I put it in the treasury. Alright, now we're going to go back here. It's on the way home. It's going to take a while to get down there. So now that I have treasury, I can hire mercenaries to do this instead of having to use my villagers. Problem is, it takes forever to do, and the mercenaries charge you by the month. Wipe these guys out. Boom. And we'll add that to the treasury. The treasury's at 295. Let's go home. And then we will disband these guys once we get them home. All right, they're coming back. So now I disbanded them, so they're going to go back to work. All right, I have 5 unassigned families, so let's see. I need to put somebody on clay. Clay's still being built. See, that's what happens when you take your guys to the militia. All your work stops. I can put somebody on iron. And do I have somebody? Are we done over here? Yep. Alright, so the storage house built over here, and I want to show you how to limit that. So I want to make sure that I only do stone. So you go to advanced, and then you can just turn off everything but stone. So stone's the first one. Just turn off all these, and then just turn off these categories. Okay, so now the only thing that this storehouse will store is stone. And I know I built one over here. Same thing. So just set it to be clay. Where's clay? Clay's there. Okay. Just turn off everything but clay. And then mining pit for the iron. I have some. Where's my storage? Storage for the iron, do the same thing. I want. Oh, there's iron. Iron's down here somewhere. iron ore right there. Turn off everything but iron ore. I'm not sure I turned off everything for this last one. I did. Alright. And so I'm going to put somebody on gathering stone. Someone on gathering iron. And as soon as this is built, someone on gathering. Ah. Okay. I'm selling my planks that I'm making. I have 72 planks. I've got 70 timber, so you can see where I've cut down a lot of trees over here. And so what I want to do is I want to make roof tiles for my clay roof tiles. So instead of bringing everything back, I'm going to build my clay roof tile manufactory over here. So it's under industry. So you go to industry and then you pick clay furnace and we'll put it on the road right here. And then I want to change this storage to also allow clay roof tiles. So it'll hold clay and clay roof tiles. And then I'm going to assign somebody to work that once it gets built. And assign somebody to work this storage. And I'll go ahead and bump that up. 250, that's probably enough. I'll leave it like it is for now. Alright, so here's our village as it is now. We have room for 22. We have 20. So I need to build more houses. Let's extend some roads over here. So if I grab a road here, go there. Let's go around it like that. Maybe extend this one up. Like so. And maybe... I have some places where I can build, but I'm getting kind of far away from my market, so let's put some houses over here. And these I'm not going to do vegetables, so I don't need them to be that deep. Let's just do over here to the end of this road. That. Like so. So you have all these different sizes and shapes of your lots, which is kind of cool. So it gives you a really cool character to it. All right, so let's take a look at our village now. So I'm gonna drop my guy in. Let's wander around our village. Nothing going on back that way. Looks like there's some kind of caravan coming. Must be a trader. These are my little housing. This is a street of houses. The walk is too slow to me. Yep, here comes that wagon. So he's got stuff growing back here. It's just neat. Yep. Hello. Hello, Mr. Trader. See, she's carrying firewood, so she had to go get that by hand. There's a horse. Hello. That's for the trading post. Yep, see, he's coming to the trading post. Hopefully he's going to buy some planks. Town's getting bigger. There's the stables with my oxen. Other one's busy. My marketplace is getting bigger. Go over by the church.
These things do happen from time to time. Don't be shy, sirs and ladies.
So these are, you can tell these are bigger burger plots. This is like a level 2. Just a cooler looking house. There's our well. There's our church. And the mine's way out there somewhere. Alright, let's see if we can upgrade anything. Yep. It says requirements not met. That guy's were met. This guy's aren't met. So yeah, see, because he's farther away from the marketplace, he's not able to get these until everybody else gets them. So he's not getting a good supply of fuel. He's not getting a good supply of food or clothing. So that means I have to produce more. Burgage level 2. These are all level 2. I think I rotated my camera. Oh, there we go. Okay, so these guys can upgrade. See, he doesn't have everything either. So now I'm down to 41 planks, so I've been selling a bunch of planks. How's my production going? So they can only store 1, that sucks. Alright, what's going on with the clay production? One person making clay. This is still being done. Can't make clay tiles until I get the furnace done. Okay, he's producing stone. Let's go ahead and add another person there. It's a lot of stone, so I should probably add people on it until I deplete it. How's my food? Food's down to 16 months. And my fuel is at 25 months. So, okay, I'm forgetting that I have berries over here. So yeah, I don't have anybody gathering berries. So I'm going to go ahead and take one of the guys from that logging camp and put him on gathering berries. And then hunting camp, I have 2 people, so. So those are the kind of the things you have to do. You have to constantly be monitoring how much food you have, how much fuel you have, how many houses you have available for the number of people. So I have 21 people and 22 houses available. So I really need these burgage plots to get done faster. So hopefully I'll get those done a little quicker. Then let's crank up the speed. Sit back and watch. So 293 days before the raiders attack. I think I need to start getting some weapons. So while I'm here, let's go to the trading post. And let's go add some trading routes for weaponry stuff. So I want to get, I have spears for my, I have 20 spears for my guys. Uh-oh, another ruler's army was sighted. Where is he at? Right there. That's the other ruler's army. It's probably, see, there's a bandit camp over there. He's probably fighting those bandits. Alright, let's think about this. Manor house. I need my manor house. When you get a manor house, you get a retinue, which is like knights and stuff. So I want to put it on high ground. We gotta kind of look around and see, where is my high ground? How about up here? This actually looks pretty good for a manor house right here. So let's do my manor house up here. Alright, so you go to administration and manor. I'm going to put my manor on that road right there. Alright, so when you build a manor house, you can just build the house, or you can plan your whole castle with this castle planning tool, which is really kind of cool. And so these are all the things you can do for placing roads and walls. You can adjust the curvature of the walls. You can drag a wall point. You can insert a wall point. You can remove a wall point. Alright, so if I want to put my manor house there, this is basically the boundary of my manor property. But if I want to go ahead and add walls to it, I can, or I can put towers in. And then these are the resources that are necessary to produce it. So just to build the manor house with no walls, I need 5 timber, 20 planks, 15 stone. So I have everything I need to build this. But once I start saying, okay, I want to put in an outer tower, or I want to put walls, watch what happens when I do this. Gate there. You have to do it inside the circle. So, yeah. I don't want that. Let's go here. And then up to here. There. And then that. So yeah, okay, yep, I want that. Oh, look, I need 74 planks to do that, and then I'll have them. So I'm going to reset that. And if you click on it, you can actually go back to the, somehow, I forget how. All right, it's just going to build the house. It's not building the fence around it. So we're just going to do like that. High. And eventually my manor house will show up there. You can always, once you get it built, you can add to it. You can put walls around it. You can add towers to it. You can add a tax office. Maybe I should have put it right there. Oh, my approval has gone down. This burgage plot causes a loss of approval. This one? Why? Not sure why. Probably because they want to have their needs met, right? So I need to start working on getting an additional clothing supply, so I need sheep or flax. I can import it, or I can, produce my own. For this, I need malt. Malt comes from barley, so you have to have farm to grow barley. Then you have to have a malt house to turn the barley into malt. And then you have to have a tavern to sell beer. Then you need houses that will make beer. And so let's look at some of these. With this level 2 house, if you look at this, you can see there are other things you can do. So one of them is you can have a brewery extension, and you can start making brewing ale in your backyard. The problem with doing this is when you're a level 1 house, or when you're doing chicken coops or chicken coops, vegetables, and goats. That's not the family's primary job. It's the secondary thing that they do. Your primary job is whatever you have them assigned to. When you pick one of these more advanced things like bakery, blacksmith, brewery, tailor, cobbler, joiner, armorer, or fletcher, the entire family will be dedicated to doing that and only that job. And if you have a burgage plot with 2 families in it, both families will do that. And so it pulls them from the unassigned families. It'll pull them from that and assign them to doing this task. And so that can come as a big surprise if you don't expect it. And you think, oh, I've got a couple of unassigned families. You set one to in a double plot, you set it to be a brewer, and then all of a sudden you don't have any unassigned families anymore. So you got to be careful with that. So I think what I want to do is, one, I can get this church up pretty quickly once I start getting these tiles done. I need to start growing some stuff. We're getting to that point in the game where I need to start thinking about farms, and sheep. So I may do that in the next video. So let's get the clay production over here and let's check on that. Okay, it's still under construction. See, this is the bottleneck. See, it takes forever to construct some things because now I've got so many people doing all kinds of stuff and they're all wandering around, and so yeah, that's where we're at. Okay, so I think this is a good place to stop. So the next session, what we'll do is we will really get into start our production chain for things like ale, which is a commodity that you need to be able to grow, and clothing. So we need to have wool for sheep, from sheep, and we need to have flax, linen from flax. So we need farms to make flax, we need pastures to raise sheep, and we'll get that set up and we'll start showing you how to do that and developing out that aspect of the game. As it is right now, we're still 282 days away from being wiped out. Oh yeah, I was going to set up, let me do that before I go. I'm going to set up some trade routes to buy military goods. So I want to get sidearms and shields. So let's set up a trade route for sidearms. And small shields. See, I'm doing okay there. So we're going to import small shields, and I want 36 of them. So I can have one unit dedicated to that. They cost 5 each, so this is not going to be cheap. And then I want $36 of these. Once I get to 36, I can stop doing this. Turn it on to doing something else. Okay. So now this is going to take some time to collect. Let's check our storage house over here. If your storage gets full, then you can't save anything. So I'm at 499 of 2,500. So we've got plenty of room. In that situation, what you would do is you would build another storage house, like a storehouse right here, and you would allow both of these to have full set of products because you don't care. How's my market doing? Let's check that too. So my market has available 3 more stalls, so I can only have 3 more market stalls, and when that runs out, I need to build another market. So I can go ahead and build the other market now. It doesn't really affect anything, so let's just allocate space for it. So let's do that. I'm going to extend my market right here. That'll give me another 12 stalls, or the availability for another 12 stalls. Okay. All right, so that looks good. I think we're going to leave it here and start getting some of these other things going. Oh, what about my clay? I don't really want to leave until I have this clay furnace going. Yeah, it's just taking forever. I'm in slow, so that could be why. Let's see if this helps. Speed it up really fast and see if I can get this. I'd like to get this built and get somebody assigned to it. So I have 2 unassigned families. Oh, see, I don't have any room for more people. That's a problem. Yeah, so I only have, I'm maxed out on my population right now because I only have housing for 22. Yeah, it's going to take some time. I only have housing for 22, and I have 22 families. So yeah, nobody else will move into my village right now. But that'll be done soon. In fact, it's done now. But I'm going to expand the living space right away. All right, so that's happening. Those are getting built. The clay's getting built. Everything's set up. So I got I got weapons coming in. Should start seeing weapons appearing in here. See, I got some shields right there. How many did I get? I got 10. 10 shields that came in. And that's good. So I can start getting other kinds of military. Alright, so that's our village as it is right now. So I'm going to go ahead and save the game. This will be save 18. Let's just... we'll overwrite 17, so we'll just use 17. Okay, and that's it. So I'm going to end my stream here. This is part 3, so part 4 we will continue with that. We will start showing you how to use the clay tiles to get upgrades on my church. Hopefully my manor will be built. We'll be able to build a tax office and start gaining some income that way. Start tithing for the church. We get some income that way, and then start the agricultural production of sheep and things like barley for ale, and flax for clothing, and wheat for bread. We need bread too, so we got to just start farming, and we're going to start making all kinds of food. So we'll be doing that in the next video. And we'll see you guys later. Hope you're enjoying these. If you do, make sure you like and subscribe to the channel. I do a lot of reaction videos and things like that, so check those out as well. And let me know if you have any comments, what you want to see me do, or if you have anything like I'm doing it wrong. Feel free to correct me, or if you don't like my videos, you don't like me eating my lunch, do my videos. Anyway, we'll talk later.